This lesson is all about autofill, and to my mind it's where things start to get a little bit more exciting and helpful, I think. So let me show you what autofill does. It is in fact one of the basic things that you do need to master, because we're going to use it extensively when we start to create calculations. We don't want to be inputting data or copying things again and again and again. And autofill is one of those features that allows us to save time when we do need to do that. So let's take a look at what it does. On the worksheet in front of us, we've got some data. I've got January, Monday, today's date. Today is the 12th of December, and some times and a number. And I'm going to show you what autofill does for each of these. And then we're going to unpick it a little bit. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see there's like a square. And if you place your mouse over it, it turns into a black plus. When I drag down, it will know that I want a list, and specifically a list of the months. And I can do the same thing and go horizontally, noticing also that it starts from wherever you are. So I started from October and it knew to give me November, December, etc. So I'm going to clear that because I don't want that. I do want October though. And there we have our list. Now, I'm sure you're going to realize that Monday does the same thing. It will give you all the days of the week, Monday to Saturday. Now, Monday to Saturday, Sunday does something extra. You'll note that we have this little button. It's called a smart tag. And if I click the smart tag, I get some choices. I can copy the cells. Maybe I want Monday in every cell. Or I can fill formatting only. If I had Monday formatted differently, I could copy just the formatting or fill it without. Fill days, that's what it's doing, and fill weekdays. So if I choose fill weekdays, what I expect to see, which is what happened, is Saturdays and Sundays disappeared. This is particularly useful if you have to create a rota for something. Maybe you have jobs that need to be done Monday to Friday, and you want to list who's doing them on which day. And that way you don't have to type them all in. Get Excel to do the heavy lifting. And again, we can resize. The dates do something else. Today's date, remember, formatted quite specifically as a date. If I drag that down, it will increment the days. So I go from 12 to 13 and so on. My little smart tag friend here will allow me to choose some other things. For example, fill weekdays. So today is a Sunday, the 12th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to expect the 18th and 19th, which are Saturday and Sunday, to disappear from this list. So I'm going to choose fill weekdays. And there we have it. We go from the 17th to the 20th and so on. So if I choose to fill months, I get the 12th of every month and it increments correctly. If I choose to fill years, then I will get the 12th of December in each year. And the last option, flash fill, I'm going to come to later in a lesson all by itself because that's extremely powerful. Now, I've got here the number 1. I'm going to come back to the times in a minute, and I'm going to choose this. The default behavior is to copy. So I'm going to choose to fill a series, and then I've got my numbers. And this is useful when you need to know how many rows you have data in, for example. You can't always rely on the row number to know how much actual data you've got, because you might have headings, blank rows, subtotals, and so on. So by numbering your rows like this, you know exactly how many rows of data you have or how many entries you have. Now to those times. If I select both of those times and I click the bottom black plus and drag down, you will see that Excel will increment the time by the same difference. So let's say that this is an event, one day, a day's event, and my speakers are going to speak on the hour and a quarter. So the first speaker at 10, the second at 11:15, the next one at 12:30, and so on. And I didn't have to sit there calculating that. All I needed to do was give Excel the first two, and it would replicate that difference for me. Similarly, if I know that today is the 12th of December, and that means that, let's see, next Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be the 19th. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm going to pop in here the 19th of December. Now, let's assume that you need to create a schedule, or you need to find out the 1 week interval between the next dates. So I'm going to select all of this, and each of those dates in that list will be 7 days from the previous one. What I'm telling Excel to do is to copy the difference, so to replicate the pattern that I've given it. So the 12th to the 19th to the 26th to the 2nd, and so on. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that autofill is one of the things that you really need to master. When we start working with calculations a little bit later on, you'll see why autofill starts to be so important, apart from the help it can give you here. In the next lesson, we're going to see how you can create your own custom lists in order to save time when you're typing. I'll see you in the next lesson.